are here with Mr. Christian Bale, who plays Gorr the God Butcher.
They recognize him.
So how does it feel to join the MCU?
It's been a lot of bloody fun. Yeah, some good people. I'm in very good company.
I gotta ask, a character with the name like Gorr the God Butcher, I feel like I hear that, I know exactly what Gorr the God Butcher is about. How do you bring some more depth and nuance to that? Is that something that you talked with Taika about? Because he's a guy that butchers gods, right?
Yeah, his name is self-explanatory, isn't it? And, you know, he is a butcher. But Taika, he's a surprising gentleman. He's crazy talented, and he manages to have great irony and comedy. But it's also very moving, this film, and that's where the whole kind of nuances that you're talking about come into play in this film.
See, he was just doing that thing that we have to do where we just talked around something. But I get what you're saying. I heard from people on the set, I mean, Tessa and Chris, they said, we really enjoyed working with Christian, but we were almost kind of terrified to talk to him when he was done up as Gorr. He was almost too frightening to speak to when he was on set.
It was a little creepy. I like, obviously, I looked at Nosferatu as an influence, and also I love Aphex Twin videos, yes. Come to Daddy, that, right? Now, you can't do that full on and still have it be a family-friendly film. People would be running for the exits. But believe me, we did shoot that. And then, you know, I gave Taika lots of choices there, but I don't blame him. He was a creepy fellow to be around. And then on top of that, I had these fangs, so I couldn't really talk to anybody because every time I can't talk, so I just gave up.
That's another thing, is you underwent a complete makeup transformation, and that happened every single day. What was it like having to sit in the chair for all of that? Did it get easier?
You got to go to a Zen place. I've done it a few times in my career. I kind of didn't realize I was going to do it on this one, actually, but the special effects makeup artists, Adam Johansson and Carla and Emily, they are as responsible as I am for creating this character. And I had a great time. They were wonderful characters, and it was a nice little transition into the weirdness of Gorr each and every morning.
That transition was not only makeup and hair and costume, but movement and speech as well. Can you talk us through a little bit of that process?
Yeah, you know, you don't really know what you're going to do until you're looking in the mirror, especially with something with that much prosthetics. And, you know, that we had planned the whole dance that Taika and I had planned. We didn't get to shoot it again. That'll be for another film. But a whole Gorr dance, and so with a lot of his movements and styles. And I had to teach that to my wonderful stunt doubles as well, who adopted this movement very well.
I love that.
We were robbed, everyone.
We were robbed.
So much of it was because I was having to deal with these very long acrylic nails, which, hats off to anyone who has to deal with acrylic nails. I couldn't do anything all day with them.
But I love how much you find the enjoyment in this. I mean, you know, you obviously have to, but it comes through so much in the performance and in the character of Gorr. I was just overjoyed every time you were on screen. It was so much fun to watch Gorr doing his thing.
You're obviously a very sick man.
Yes!
Be overjoyed to watch a god butcher doing his butchering.
You know, that's between me and my counselor, but yeah, you're not too far off.
But that's the thing, though, is that I was saying this earlier, that every enemy in the MCU, there's a grain of truth in what they say, and they have a lot of their supporters. How do you feel like there was something with Gorr that would make everybody go, he's kind of right?
Well, I mean, let's make no mistake. He is a butcher. He is a monster. But, yeah, there might be something that you see where you go, I'm a little conflicted here. You might just find a little bit of understanding in him.
We look forward to getting to know and understand him more. Thank you so much for talking with us, Mr. Bale.
Christian Bale, everybody!